I'm sitting here with LeRoy Butler. Welcome. You know,
Yes.
it's about time.
It ain't my
How much
fault.
wine and gift
ain't my
packages do
fault.
we have to send you? How much do we have to ask you to come on the program? How are you?
Yeah, I'm amazing. You look wonderful.
You look wonderful.
And I always love your show.
Thank you.
And here's why. And I'm glad we're doing
Oh,
this on
gosh.
camera. Because you give the guest a chance to be them.
Oh,
And you let them talk.
you.
Sometimes you go on these other shows, they kind of have like an agenda.
yeah.
That's why all the players love your show.
Wow.
So it's an honor to be here.
I'm going to my
dead
boss
serious.
is like, huh?
You told me you were the boss.
I
Never
am
mind.
the boss. I am. LeRoy, this is Green Bay at
Yes,
Draft Week.
yes.
You're the boss. What is it? And thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. And thank you for joining us.
Yes.
What is it like to be you in this city, walking through the crowd?
I know.
What is it like?
The thing about it, I'm very proud of my city. Now, I'm born and raised in Jacksonville, Florida, but I played for one team. And when Mark Murphy, who I think we're going to have up next, talked about maybe having the draft, a lot of people didn't believe it. They was like, there's no way. It's two things the NFL loves that their favorite kids, Super Bowl and the draft.
Right.
So to have it here makes me feel amazing, and I think it solidified Mark Murphy's legacy.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's really beautifully said. How did they do? How did the
glad
Packers and the Packers fans do in hosting the draft?
Well, first of all, I do have an issue. I've done 4 or 5 draft picks off premises. Now it's in my backyard, and I don't do a pick. We'll put it aside.
Who's doing it?
I don't want to put that player out there.
And it's not. Are you saying it's not that player's fault?
Right.
Okay.
But he could have denied it and said, LeRoy Lee. That's my nickname. Dion gave me that nickname
Okay.
at Florida State. I was always worried about weather. It was beautiful yesterday. And that's what most people thought about. They say there's over 200,000 people here.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, this is a bucket list for a lot of people.
Of course. It's
So
a
I'm
reason to
just
come
so
here.
Proud. Yes.
Why aren't you giving out the pick? What happened?
Well,
Well,
what
when
happened
Mr.
was-
Murphy comes down here, I think we should all just sit and we should talk it out. Who's doing
It'd be therapy.
Who's doing the Who's doing the pick for the Packers? I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, rhymes with Schmorty, Schmelson.
Now you have all these guys upset
It's not.
with me.
It's not you. You're not. You went out and said
I'm
it.
just saying it would have been amazing
Yeah.
since I live here,
Yeah.
you know, but the people,
Yeah.
the Packer fans, we don't have an owner. Well, Mark Murphy's kind of owner,
Mm-hmm.
he's retiring. We don't have an owner, so we have shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
And to see some of the former Packer players up there was amazing.
It was a really special
I was
moment.
so excited.
And when Matthew Golden was, of course, announced, it was so special. We'll get
took
to
a
all of
picture with
that.
his mom.
You did?
Yes.
That's amazing. So, as I was walking around Lambeau, I was looking at all the statues.
Yes.
Of course, there's Vince Lombardi, and there's Curly, Lambeau, all of that.
Yes.
And then I heard that there was a Lambeau Leap statue.
That's right.
So Hamilton and I, in the cold, ran to it. And I was like excited, but you're not in it.
Great question. Here's why I'm not in it. I didn't want it to be about me.
I don't know if I believe you.
I'm dead serious.
Are you sure?
This is the one time there's no hyperbole. I'm dead serious.
A little about you.
I want it to be about the fans. Me and Aaron Popke talked about this.
Okay.
I said, have a statue where the people are me. So whoever you do the leap with, the statue, you're me when you're doing the leap
Yeah.
and taking a picture.
Unless you're on another team trying to do it, and then you're not. Then you're not allowed.
You know what? I did tell the guys that once you do that celebration, other teams are going to do that.
Yeah.
So keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, that's interesting. How much do you think other players should be fined for Lambeau leaping? If you were the
The money
commish.
came to me, and I could split it with Karina, who helped me with my makeup, and Daniel, who's
Where's Karina?
fantastic.
Karina's getting such shout outs.
I love her because she helped my makeup.
She's amazing. Karina,
Yes.
you're staying in Green Bay.
She's the best makeup artist ever.
She's amazing. She's the absolute best. Okay, wait. What,
36.
I want to know what the $36?
$36,
What are we doing here?
and it's
$36K.
this is over. We're going to retroactive.
Okay, well, things have changed since your time. I feel like inflation, these guys are making a little, you know.
Yeah, you're right. And tariffs, too. Yeah, you're right. 3,600.
35, I'm going to say 30. You're saying 3,600 if any opposing player at Lambeau leaps. That should be, I'm really into that.
And
I love that.
Donate it to our local charities, MK Fellows.
You mentioned Shedeur, or you mentioned Dion. So it brings me to Shedeur. You were adamant this should be a first rounder. As you told the Pro Football Hall of Fame in an interview, you cannot wait to see him taken in the first round. How big of a joke is it that Shedeur slipped out of the first round?
Here's the thing that my grandmother told me, that when God puts you in your position, it ain't up to you. So don't get upset about it. But the longer you wait, the better teams you're going to be on. They don't always get it right. That's why those teams always at the top, picking in the top 5.
Look at you. You slipped out of the first round.
Yeah. Second round, 48th pick in the projects. And the Houston Oilers looked me in my eye. You weren't born this long time ago. The Houston Oilers said, we're going to select you with the 16th pick. Crickets. They didn't call me. The Packers in the second round selected me. I played for one team. Some team, now I was surprised Pittsburgh passed on him at 21. I was shocked.
I knew you were going to say this, but I thought you'd be more upset that he slipped out of the first round.
No. God is good.
Yeah.
He's going to get an opportunity.
Where should he go?
To go to a team, Pittsburgh.
You think
you want to go somewhere to where you have a franchise win behind you. Yes, the Giants should have took him. But their coach may not be there next year.
Yeah.
It'll be another hard reset. It'll be just like Caleb Williams. He was sacked 2,000 times.
You think he ends up in Pittsburgh?
I think he'll go to Pittsburgh.
Okay. Have you talked to Dion lately?
No, he's a little stressed out.
I feel for him. It's a lot. I think that makes a lot of sense.
I thought it was good to have a good father in your life. When is that bad? I'm shocked.
We could end it right there. That doesn't, I mean, there you go.
I have a gift for you.
You said okay, what is it? You said a lot. Here's a gift for me.
This is important. I have a Hall of Fame jersey for you.
You're joking.
And I put Hall of Fame, I put "We Up" on it.
This is so kind.
Yes.
This is why I love the Packers and Green Bay.
Yes.
What is
you in my backyard?
That is so kind of you. Okay, I'll go back there and I'll put Jordy Nelson in a headlock. I'll jump on his back and distract him, and you come out and get the microphone, and I would love that. Okay, Matthew Golden, the Packers fans are watching. Thank you for this.
Quickly.
They want to know about it. Are you happy with the pick, of course, the first time in 23 years? How do you make the fit?
First of all, Mark doing the pick was platinum. He is what we need.
Okay.
We need speed. Because we're a play-action-driven offense.
Look at him.
Jordan Love. And if you hear him, Matthew, talk, he talks like our group. And I took a picture with his mom. I was not passing up that opportunity because I'm a mama's boy. I was so thrilled to see him. I also thought we was going to get the young man at Ohio State, but he was gone.
Yeah.
And so Matthew is everything we want. That 4.29, and he can run faster. Mm-hmm. But in a play-action offense, when he has to make a second move, he was the best fit for us. I'm so glad he did that. I'm just thrilled at that.
You know what? I keep reading this futuristic safety stuff, like this guy's and then I'm like, I'm sorry, did everybody LeRoy Butler did that? Yeah. You were the OG, and really, maybe I don't know my history. You're the first of your kind. Yeah. Do it all. Safety. And now everybody wanted that. Of course, Charles Woodson went in your footsteps, on and on and on. And now all of a sudden, everybody's trying to grab that and model that. Do you take pride? How much pride do you take in that?
That's a great question. I think safety really is the most important position because we're the only ones that don't have somebody behind us. The linebacker, the lineman, cornerbacks, it's called safety for a reason. Mm-hmm. If somebody behind me and score, I'm on your show, you're like, look at LeRoy falling down again. But if I stop him or get a fumble, then I'm the hero. Mm-hmm. So I love that safeties are getting paid more now because people think they're very important. Yeah. So I love that. I do.
Okay, really do. I appreciate that. Mark Murphy is over there. We will talk about this second.
Yeah, don't ask him about the other stuff.
What should they do with Jair?
Stress him out.
What should they do with Jair before we go?
He's still on the team.
What should they do with him?
You ain't going nowhere. He's going to be here.
How do you know?
I know things.
Did
Just
Mark,
like I predicted.
did Mark Murphy tell you that?
Mark, I don't think Mark has my number. He has my burner phone number. That's different.
I think you two should start a podcast, you and Mark Murphy.
Oh, I do.
We're gonna take a break. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.